Hi guys, welcome to my channel. This is Therese from Girl at Instagram or Girl at YouTube. And I'm going to do a quick review, not really review, but my first impression of Soki London's new fragrance, Empress. I did contribute to her Kickstarter campaign and the bottle came a few days ago. So this video here is of me. I had just unpackaged it and this was right fresh out of the box. So please stay tuned and I'll give you my thoughts coming up in 1, 2, 3. All right, so if you're watching this video, I assume that you already know Soki London is a London-based YouTuber and she created her own perfume through a Kickstarter campaign. The Kickstarter campaign, I believe, was earlier this year, and I did sign up. I spent $80 to support her, and that got me this nice 50 ml full-size bottle of her new perfume. So just quickly, Soki mainly reviews, she does do some niche, but I think she does mostly designer perfumes. And to be honest, as a disclaimer, we do not have the same taste in perfume. She likes, I think, heavier scents with more rose and peony. I tend to like very soft scents, and actually rose and peony are not two of my favorite scents. But I wanted to support her because I really loved the fact that she was doing this, and I like her as a person. She seems super nice. I don't know her at all, but she just seems like a really nice person. I loved her vision as well with the color, the bottle, what she wanted to impart by making people feel like empowered, women empowered when they wear this fragrance. So I wanted to support her, so I did. So that's where we are. But with all that, I wanted to give you my honest impression about the fragrance. So the notes, first off, and you know what she has told us, that it's the top note is wild strawberry, the middle notes are rose and peony, and the base notes are popcorn, patchouli, and toffee. And that is what the legit notes are. Now, in terms of my first impression, so here it is. First off, here's the bottle. And it is just a very minimal bottle with no writing. The only branding is on the cap, which it says Soki London, and it has her logo right there. So when you smell it, like you can smell, when just even smelling from the bottle, you can smell kind of like what she described as kind of a greenish strawberry, not quite ripe. There's a freshness to it. So, and also let's just test the atomizer, because I do think the atomizer is nice. And let's just spray it in the box here so these guys can see. So here's the atomizer. You see, it's a very nice one. It works really well. It's very smooth. So, yep. So the first impression was a lightness, but it was also it is an intense, it's eau de parfum intense. So it is stronger, and once you spray it on your skin, so that sort of that brightness, I can personally smell sort of the rose and the peony come in, and then a little bit later when it settles down, you can definitely sense more of the patchouli, like a toffee. I don't really get personally a popcorn note, but if what she means is sort of popcorn that's been drizzled with toffee, and it's, you know, sort of sweet, and it does smell a little bit like, you can, now that I know she thinks it's popcorn, I can, oh yes, okay, I can smell the toffee. But I think if no one told me, I don't think I would pick that out, but maybe I would pick out some sort of sweet, perhaps like a toffee type patchouli base. So I find that once after you spray it, the wild strawberry goes away pretty quickly, it seems, like the obvious note of that. And then it just seems to settle down into sort of, it doesn't really change that much on your skin. This is for me. After, you know, maybe a half hour, it just seems to stay what it is. But the nice thing about this is that I do sense that green note, or something that is brighter, does stay with the perfume. So it doesn't get like heavy and sweet. And the reason I'm saying this is contrasting it to other designer perfumes that are very intense or heavy that I don't like, that I have to, I spray them and then I have to run to the bathroom and wash them off. And, you know, the longer they're on your skin, they just smell worse and worse. And that's typically my experience with heavy designer perfumes, which is why I don't like them. But with this one, I thought, oh gosh, I hope that doesn't happen here. And it didn't. So when I have tested this the past couple of days, and actually I only spray 2 sprays on each wrist because I didn't want to be overpowered by it. And I did wear it throughout the day. So say I sprayed it at 8:30 in the morning, and then by 11:30, I thought like, okay, I personally can't smell it in the air around me, but it's definitely, you know, it was on my wrist. But my husband would just randomly say, oh my gosh, you know, your perfume, I'm getting that perfume. And my husband likes it, by the way. So every time he smelled it, he really liked it. And so that's something. So even when I thought there was no sillage, there was. So maybe that's just because you know, whatever it is, but that's good because if I could keep smelling it throughout the day, I think it might overpower me. And that's what I don't like about heavy perfume. But this one, with just 2 sprays on my wrists, other people were definitely getting it, you know, like 3-4 hours later. But I could not really smell it and wasn't getting overpowered with it, which is the best case scenario. And he didn't think it was too much. He thought it would just smelled really nice. So, you know, I do have him sample a lot of perfume. So the fact that he liked it, you know, that's definitely a positive for this perfume. So I do wish personally that maybe there was more of the green strawberry, because I love that note in the beginning, but it does feel sparkly and kind of, to me, just me, it feels like that does continue somewhere in the perfume, because I think it prevents it from getting, in my opinion, like kind of that sick, cloying designer fragrance smell, which I don't like. So long story short, these are not my favorite notes, but it works for, definitely, I would not choose this for the daytime for me, but I can picture people that love this type of perfume could wear it in the daytime. But for me, I am going to keep it. I'm not going to sell it or get rid of it, even though it's not my exact note profile. I'm going to keep the perfume and I'm going to use it, and it's going to be my nighttime. It's going to go into rotation with, typically I wear Coco Mademoiselle when I go out, or even Chanel Coromandel. And so this is going to be added to my nighttime rotation of perfumes. And what I do like about it is that it never makes me feel sort of like, oh, I need to wash this off. Like, I never feel that way with this. And I feel like that with a lot of designer perfumes. So I like it. And the fact that it's a smooth dry down. So as it dries down, it's smooth. It doesn't feel that, it's not that cloying, sweet, you know, feeling that you get with some perfumes that are heavy patchouli or heavy with like a toffee note. So it is that smooth dry down. And I feel like that green strawberry just kind of somehow is there throughout the perfume, making it lighter and fresher. So yeah, so I like it more than I thought, just based on what her preferences are in terms of perfumes, and also the fact that it is an intense, it's intense power version. I thought, ooh, maybe it's not going to be for me, but it is. And the other thing that I do like about it, I know on her YouTube channel you can see videos where she spent a lot of time and took a lot of care in picking this bottle, and the color, and having it be like a tactile experience as well. And I do appreciate that. I do like this bottle. I do like it. So this is heavy glass substantial. Now the cap is plastic, and I think she probably, from what I remember, wanted the cap to be a little more heavy or substantial, but I'm sure cost might have got in the way of those plans. But I think it's tasteful, minimal branding, which I like the fact that there's no branding on it. So after you can use the perfume, I would definitely keep this as decor. And I do keep certain perfume bottles, and just for comparison, so when these are 2 bottles that I've already used, and I think the bottles are so beautiful for different reasons, but this I would also keep. So, you know, that's going to be going into my section where I keep old perfume bottles once I am done, but it'll probably take me a long time to get through all of this. So that, I have some notes here, so I just want to make sure I don't forget anything. So just checking here. So yeah, also, you know, one thing is, say you kept this on your night table. If there was an intruder at night, you just grab this, and this could do some real damage. Okay, this bottom, you could just really do some damage. So it is heavy and substantial, and it feels nice, and I do like the look of it. I like the color. I like the color combo. Personally, I like the light purple and the darker purple, and you can see through the light that it will get lighter once the juice goes down. And I do like that you can still see the juice inside, because I like to personally see where I'm at with my perfume. I don't like bottles where I can't see the inside, because I'm always wondering, like, how much do I have left and all of that. So I do like that you can see it inside. I brought this out here just for comparison in terms of color. You know, this is just a little Chanel zippy wallet, but anyway, just getting into the color there. So it's actually more of like a bluish, you can see this is like purple. This is more of a bluish purple. And this is the box. So it comes in this box, and the one con that I'm gonna say is that when it came in a white mailer. So just one of those white mailer, like the envelopes with like bubble wrap on the inside, and then this box. And so it was very minimal packaging, and almost like, oh gosh, you know, I'm surprised it didn't get broken if they were shipping internationally. And so, but again, I'm sure, you know, with a Kickstarter campaign, it might have been cost prohibitive to have, you know, maybe a shipping box. But that would be my only feedback, is that it would have been nice to open up like an actual box, maybe with like something, you know, like purple tissue paper or something. But again, I'm getting nitpicky, because I don't typically, if I order just a perfume from a store, I don't think about how they can make it better. I think I'm just doing this because like she is a YouTuber and we went through her journey with her. But anyway, that would be the only thing, but I'm sure cost is a factor. But I like, you know, obviously this bottle is great. And also she has a little blurb about Empress is housed in a faceted lilac gemstone with an ethereal presence. The luminous glass bottle is emblematic of opulent treasures found in the temples of Egypt or Morocco, the province of rose oils, which form the heart notes of Empress. So I really like the thoughts and the just the inspiration behind it. So anyway, that is my review, and this is from someone who doesn't really even like these types of perfumes or these notes, but it works, and I do like it. I was prepared not to like it. I was pleasantly surprised, and that's due to the smoothness in the dry down and the green sort of strawberry note that somehow lifts it, and it is not cloying at the end, which is my big thing. So, and the fact that my husband likes it as well. And I do think for me, it's going to be a nighttime new rotation. And I can picture with this packaging that maybe she's obviously going to be having a line of perfume that perhaps are gemstones, but who knows? Anyway, congratulations, Soki. And yeah, I like it. So 2 thumbs up from me. And